Good morning, everyone. My name's Lynn, and this is our low mobility exercise class. Welcome. Remember to listen to your body, only do what you can do. I'm going to do a lot of the exercises with a seated option. We'll do some standing up too because it's important to get up and down if you can. And Sheila is going to lead the standing up exercises, so you can follow her if you have the mobility to do that. Otherwise, follow me. My name's Lynn, and let's get started. And let's start with a slow march. Can you turn it up just a touch, Gary? Seems. Let's work on our shoulders. So let's go straight up and down. If you can't march and lift your arms at the same time, that's fine. Just do your shoulders if you can, or your feet. And let's take those arms out to the side and turn our thumbs up, thumbs down. You can go slow, or you can go with the beat if you can. If not, just work at your own pace. Let's put our arms out in front and rotate our wrists. And rotate the other way. Let's touch thumb to finger, finger to thumb. Go back and forth. And a little wave. And let's make a fist and extend those fingers. Let's roll our shoulders forward. And roll them back. All right, let's work on our legs. So your toe out in front. Let's just start with the leg. We'll add an arm, same leg. And then let's change this to a heel. We'll put our heel out. We'll take an arm up. And out to the side. We'll get the out to the side first, and then an arm if you can. Remember, just work at your own level. Don't do anything that causes you pain. So you don't have to put your toe out far. You can just make it small, or you can make it bigger. And let's march. And let's do a high march, as high as your knees will go, and we'll put our arms into it. And back to a toe tap in front. let's do both arms this time if we can. If not, just stay with one arm. And remember, you can do this slower or faster depending on the level of fitness. All right. So if that was our warm up. So let's grab a drink of water. You should try and keep that close to you so you can grab a drink whenever you need it. It's important to stay hydrated. All right. So we're going to get the pace up a little bit. So sit forward on your chair. And let's put those knees up and arm pump. We want to get our heart rate up here. We want to make that heart work because it's a muscle and we need to work it too, so it needs to pump a little faster. All right, let's put your hands on the back of the chair here and we're going to do some knee lifts. And as fast or as slow as you can. That's all right, and back to a march. So we're going to do a bit of boxing today. So we're going to start with boxing straight ahead. So I would never make a boxer. I can't hit hard enough. And an uppercut. And you don't have to go this fast. You can go slower, for sure, whatever you can do. And let's do a defensive move. Now we're going to punch out to the side, one side to the other. So let's go through that whole thing one more time. So we're going to go back to punching out front. Six, 7, 8, and uppercut. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and defensive move. 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the side. Seven and 8, and back to a march. So we're going to try to stand up a bit here. So I'm going to stand. If you can't stand, just stay seated. And we're going to walk around our chair. All right, and then let's go behind the chair. You can hang on to your chair and throw your water bottle away. So we are going to hang on to the chair and toe tap in front. And your heel down in front. As I say, you can go slower. You don't have to go this fast. and tap your foot out to the side. If you don't need the chair for balance, you can let go, or you can hang on with one finger. That makes your core tighten up so you can retain your balance a little better. And let's go around that chair again. And turn around and go the other way around the chair. And you can hang on to it if you need to. We're going to just stand behind the chair, and we're going to just go down a little wee bit. Just bend those knees a little bit. If you can use your arms, that's great. If not, just bend a little bit, those knees a little bit. All right, and let's go back to sitting down. And we'll work with our arms some more. So we're going to go up, out, down, out, up, out, down. If you can march at the same time, that's great. If not, just keep your legs still and use your arms. If you can move them, that's perfect. And the next time at the top, we're going to do 2. So here, 2, and 2, and 2, 2. Next time at the top, we'll do 3. So out, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. And 4 this time. 2, 1, and out front. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. And 4. And up for 3 this time. And 3. And 3. And 3. Back to 2. And 2. And 2. 2. And we'll go back to singles. So your heart rate should be up now. Between, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you were, 1 is just sitting on the couch and 10 is where you can't do anything at all anymore, you want to be between a 5 and an 8. So it should be, your breath, you should be a little puffy. All right, and back to a march. All right, let's go with our feet forward again. So we're going to tap out front and use one arm to start with. And to the side, and we're going to take our arm to the side. And back to a heel down with the arm up. And you don't have to go straight up, you should just go a little bit out. It should be high, but in front so your eyes can see your hand. And back to a toe tap, and arm out in front. out to the side again, to arm to the side and leg to the side, if you can do it. And this time, we're going to do the whole thing again, but we're going to use 2 arms at a time. So we'll go back to the toe tap in front, so that, whoops, 1 foot, 2 arms. It takes a while for my brain to catch up to what the body's doing. If you can't do 2 arms, just do 1. And out to the side. If this hurts your shoulder, keep your arms down a little. And heel in front and arms up. Okay, we'll do 1 more set. So back to the toe tap. And out to the side. And heel down and arms up. This will be the last one in this set. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back to a march. So let's go back to our punching. So we'll go out front again. We'll start with out front. So you can punch slowly with a lot of strength, or you can go faster. And an uppercut. You really want to tighten those arm muscles. Get those biceps nice and strong. And up in a defensive move. And then to the side. And back to a march. So let's do a march, a slow march, where our arms are pumping, and we're going to transition into a faster march with our knees higher and our arms pumping harder. So we'll those knees up, those arms up, helps get the heart rate up, and back to a slow march. High again. And back to slow or low knees. And last time with high knees. And back to slow. All right, we're going to just do another. Let's see now. Let's try taking the legs out to the side. And if you want to add an arm, that's fine, or 2 arms. And we're going to increase our taps to the side in 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 this time, and 2, and 2, 2, increase to 3, and you don't have to do it this fast. 4 this time, and 4, and 3, and 3 again, 3, back to 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and singles. While we're doing this, let's do the combination we were doing before, where we're going to do, say, probably 6 of these out to the side. Then we're going to do 6 to the front with our arms going forward and with our toe down, and then 6 again with the heels. So we'll start with this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, toe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, heel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1, front. 4, 3, 2, 1, heel down. 4, 3, 2, 1, to the side. 4, 3, 2, out front, toe tap, 2, 1, heel, 4, 3, 2, 1, one more set of these, 4, 3, 2, 1, toe down out front, 4, 3, 2, 1, and heel down, 3, 2, and 1, and back to a march. So this is a great marching song, so let's try and stand up again and go around our chair. Remember, you can always hold on to your chair, or you can do as Sheila is doing and just remain seated and march. And if you're standing, turn around, march the other way. As slow or as fast as you need to. And back to behind the chair. And let's do some more of those toe taps, but this time, and Sheila, you won't be able to do this because we're going to do some hamstring curls for any of you who can do it. So if you can't do that, or if you are seated, just keep marching. Now I don't know if whoever's able to do this, but you can always raise one arm at a time. And that way you can stay holding onto your chair. And back to a march. And that's toe tap in front if you can, and you can do the same thing here. If you are able to stand, you can always just do both arms if you can. If not, just do one and hang on to the chair. And heel down. And to the side. And to the back if you can. If you're seated, don't Put your foot back. All right, let's go back to a slow march. And I think we are pretty much done our cardio. So if you would like to have a drink of water, then we'll move into a cool down. So have a drink of water. Soccer. So we're going to cool down. Oh, just a minute here, I'm just going to have to change the song. Where we can get into a slower beat. So let's cool down. And this is where we want to bring our heart rate down. So do a slow tap in front. And your heel down in front. And out to the side. And take those shoulders and rotate them forward. And rotate them back. And take your arms out to the side and point the thumb up and down. And touch your shoulders. You don't want your knees to be as high here. You want to keep them lower to get that heart rate down. And arms out in front. Roll those wrists. And the other way. And make a fist. Extend that. And a little wave. And back to that toe tap in front. And just at your own pace. Heel down. And out to the side. And roll those shoulders forward again, back to a slow march. Not really big circles, just medium circles. And we can do a few really small circles too. Just shoulders up and around. And then some bigger ones back. And small ones back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And slow march. All right, grab another drink and we are going to go into balance. And this portion is important to stand if you are able for balance. going to start out. Can we turn it down just a little bit, Gary? So let's start. We're going to walk heel to toe. I guess you can't see, right? Heel to toe. You can, if you can, get back from your chair. That's fine, and just walk heel to toe until we get to the chair. And we're going to lift up one foot so you can hang onto your chair and rotate your ankle. And rotate the ankle the other way. And then flex and extend your ankle. Point your toe up and down. And then take that foot back and forth. So if you can, let's take that toe to heel and walk backwards. So you want to be keep your head up and look at something that's in front of you that's not moving. And then we'll go back to our chair again. And we're going to stand on our other leg, get our balance on our other leg. So if you need to go to the other side of your chair, that's fine. And rotate that ankle. And rotate the other way. And point and flex your ankle, your toe. Point up and down. And sideways, like a windshield wiper. So that really helps your balance, because standing on one foot makes us tighten our core and helps with our balance. So now we're going to go behind your chair and we're going to step in and out of a bathtub. So you can hang on to your chair. If you don't need to, or if you can just use one finger, that's fine. And we're going to lift our foot and just step sideways. You don't have to lift very high, and then we'll step in. Just do whatever you can. So you could keep it really little, like just moving like this, or like this, or you can make it bigger if you can. We're pretending we're getting out of a really low bathtub. Taking our weight from one side to the other is really good for our balance. This is called a dynamic balance, going back and forth from one foot to the other. It's what you do when you're walking, but this is just a little more exaggerated. Yeah, our snowbanks are going away, so we don't have to worry about stepping over them as much. All right, last one on this side, and on this side we'll do one. All right, and we're going to do like what we call our Tai Chi move. So if you have a ball, you can grab your ball. If not, you really don't. If you don't need it, one foot is forward, the other foot is back and angled a little towards the back. You're going to put all your weight on your back leg. You're going to hold your ball and then just transfer your weight to the front leg and reach forward. If you have trouble with your balance, you can put the ball down and just hang onto your chair and reach with the one arm. Back and forth. Keeping our balance strong is really important to prevent falls. We can catch ourselves when we're slipping. Two more on this side. Last one. All right, now let's switch sides. We're going to switch legs, so your other leg comes forward. Your opposite leg is back. Same thing, start with your weight on the back leg and reach forward. And you can do the same on this side. If you have trouble with your balance and need to hang on, just do the one arm or no arms and just take the weight back and forth between the legs. Let's do 2 more of these. And back. And put the ball down. And we're going to do just one more balance, and it's a static balance. So you can hang on to your chair, and you can either, I want you to put your leg out, your knee out to the side, and you can either touch the floor with that foot, or you can put it on your calf. And if you can let go, that's great. You can practice with that. If you can't let go, hang on. That's just fine. You're still getting benefit from doing this. And you'll often find that one side your balance is way better than the other side. So let's go to the other side of our chair, and we'll do the same thing on this side, where we either touch the floor or on your calf. That leg is out to the side. If you can let go, even for a few seconds, that helps. And as I said, you often have one side that's better than the other, and different days too. Your balance is better some days than it is others. At least mine is. And down. All right. So we're going to get into muscle strength and exercise now, or muscle strength and endurance now. But before we sit down, I want to do some work on our calves and our shins, because it's really important that all the muscles in our legs remain strong. So we're just going to go up on our tiptoes and down, and up and down. You feel those calves really tightening. If you have to be seated, you can just raise them up and down. You'll still get some benefit from that for sure. Let's do 4 more of these. All right, now we're going to stand a little closer to our chair and lift our toes. We worked on those calves, so now we have to work on our toes. Our shins. Sometimes your brain just quits. I guess we are getting some benefit to our toes because they are moving. Let's do 4 more. Last one. And we'll sit back down, and I guess we'll start with maybe our flex bar today, if you have a flex bar. If you don't have a flex bar, you can use like a dishcloth or a tea towel or something, and we're going to wring it out. Strengthen those wrists. Right, then we're going to turn it upside down and wring it out, just like you would wring out your dishcloth or your clothes if your washing machine broke down, or they're telling me that we don't wring out our clothes anymore. If you have to, you go to the laundromat. All right, so let's work on our upper back a little bit. So we're going to sit forward on our chair. Our feet are going to be flat on the ground, and your ankles want to be right under your knees. We don't want it back like this so you can fall over. Just have them in front. We're going to put the flex bar, or you don't need a flex bar. You can just do this without any equipment at all, and we're going to reach forward. So you want to, if you do have something, you know, that you can use as a flex bar, you can touch your shoulder blade, right, that muscle right beside your shoulder blade at the back. That's what we're concentrating on in this exercise, is strengthening that upper back muscle, so we can pick up our grocery bags and grandchildren and a nice strong back. And we're going to change sides, change arms, same thing. Touch that to the muscle beside the shoulder blade at the back and just reach forward. This reaching forward helps us with our flexibility too, so we can reach into cupboards, reach across the car to take the snow off, although we won't have to do that much longer, I hope. All right, that's two more. Last one. All right, we can sit back a little bit in the chair, and we're going to use the flex bar to bend down. If you don't have a flex bar, you can just use your own resistance and up and down like this. If you have a flex bar, you can bend it down. So this is working our chest muscles, our shoulders, our forearms. Two more. And put that down, shake those arms out. And we'll do it the other way. Just keep your flex bar close. We're just going to take our hands, our palms together in front of us. This is an isometric exercise, so you're only using your own resistance, and we're going to push. Push, push, push. Tighten those chest muscles, those arms. Push and release. And then we're going to turn our hands over. We're going to, I don't know what you call this, interlace. We're not interlacing the fingers, we're clutching the fingers. And pull really hard. And keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, and relax. All right, let's pick up that bar again, and we're going to flex it up this time. So if you don't have a flex bar, just same kind of thing, using your own resistance. One. All right, we can put that flex bar down, and let's do those isometric exercises once more. So your palms come together at the chest, and push, push, push hard, and release. And push again. We'll do 4 of these. And release. And push, and release. Last one, push, clasp your hands together and fingers together and pull. And release. And pull. And release. And pull. And last one. Pull. And release. Okay, let's do some work on our abdominals. So maybe if we take the ball and we're going to press down at the same time that you're lifting your leg up. So keep those tummy muscles tight. And down. Let's do 3 more on this side. Last one. All right, let's do the other side. And push down and lift up and resist. So keep the pressure on that. Release. Release. 4 more. And last one. Okay. Now we're going to work on our lower back. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways to show you. So we're going to take this ball or cushion or whatever you have. We're going to put it just above the lower back. So in the middle of your back, not up high, just in the middle. And we're going to bend our spine over the ball and back up. You want to make sure that your neck stays in alignment. You don't want it to flop back, so you want it to be straight. You want to be looking at where the ceiling meets the wall and then bending that back over the ball. Yes, yes. Sheila's going to show you what you can do if you are able to stand for the lower back. Feel this in your lower back, either way. And Sheila, we're going to do 6 more if you want to change sides. You want to be able to do both sides. Last one. All right, so you should be able to feel that in your lower back. And we are going to do one more abdominal exercise because our abs, they're a big muscle and it's important that we keep them strong. It helps us keep our balance. So we're going to sit forward in the chair and just lean back. So you want to breathe in as you're going back. You want to breathe out on the exertion as you're coming up. If you can't do this, you can just raise each leg, whichever you can do. And I know that during the whole rest of the exercise, you are keeping your tummy tight the whole time. which helps. Every time you tighten up the abdominals, you are increasing your muscle strength. And because abdominals and our core muscles they need a little more exercise, we're going to do 6 more of these. And you don't have to do them this fast. You can do them very slowly, whatever your body tells you you can do. All right, last one. Okay. Now, this exercise, and I don't know if you can't stand up easily, if you can just do it slowly, but we're going to work on our quads and we're going to sit to stand. So we're going to stand up if you can. You can use your arms to push you up, and then we're going to sit back down. Make sure that your chair is secure. You can put it against a wall if you are worried about it moving. Now, if you are able and you can do squats, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll just do this sit to stand. All of our muscles are important, but our leg muscles especially, to keep us upright, help us get up and down when we need to. Climb up on the bus when we're on a trip, if we ever get to take a trip again. Let's do 3 more of these. Last one. And sit down. And we'll grab our weights. So if you don't have weights, you can use soup cans, water bottles, anything that is a little bit heavier. We're going to work on our biceps. That's our upper arm muscles. So we'll start with a hammer curl. And if you can't do 2 arms, let's just do 1 at a time. We'll alternate. We'll start with that. If you can do 2 arms, do it. If not, just keep alternating. Last one, 2 arms. All right, let's point the weights out, and we'll go straight up and straight down. Now, you can also do 1 arm at a time. If you can do 2 at a time, do it. If not, just alternate. One, and just go halfway down and just let those weights rest. That weight, whatever you're using, rest in your on your hands. If you have not been exercising, you don't have to even use any weights. You can use very low weights. Anything that moves your muscles helps. All right, let's put 1 weight down, and we'll do our triceps. So I'm going to do the overhead one, and Sheila will demonstrate the other if you have shoulder issues. So she places 1 foot forward, and then her elbow stays close to her side, and the forearm goes back and forth. Otherwise, we're just going up and down. And again, work at your own pace. 2 more. You can do the other side, Sheila, if you're... I said 2 more, but Sheila will only have one side done, and that wouldn't be good. Okay, 1 more. Okay, let's put that weight down, and we're going to stretch it out. So we'll start with stretching out our outer hip, and so your heel is on your knee, your back is straight, your shoulders are down, and a little bit of a lean forward. You should feel the stretch along this upper thigh and into your hip. And we'll change legs. Do the other hip. Straight back. Lean forward. Just a little bit. It's not a big lean forward. Make sure that your foot that's on the floor is straight up and down, not back where you could fall over. All right, and we'll stand up and go beside our chair, and we'll stretch out our quads. So whatever you can do, if you need to go like this, that's fine. You can stretch as long as you feel a stretch in that thigh. So your pelvis should be forward. So whatever you can do, if you can hold on to your leg, that's fine. Okay. Thank you. And then your foot forward, your back heel will stay down so you feel a stretch on that calf. And we're going to take our arms and reach forward. We'll feel a stretch across our upper back. You can interlace your fingers and push forward a little so that you get a bigger stretch across your back. And let's step halfway in, and we'll sit back so that you want to feel a stretch up your hamstring and into your glutes. So your knee should be a little bit soft so you can feel that extra stretch. And feet together, round out that lower back. So you feel the stretch in that lower back, and come up slowly. And we'll go to the other side and stretch the other quad. So remember, your knees are parallel, close together. Your pelvis is forward. Feel a good stretch up that front of the thigh. And step forward. Feel the stretch up the calf, and we'll roll our shoulders back and place our hands on the small of our back and push those elbows together, those shoulder blades. Get them as close as you can together, and you'll feel a really nice big stretch along your chest. All right, and step halfway in. Sit back. We'll stretch that other hamstring. And feet together. Round out the lower back. And up slowly. And let's take one arm across the chest. Stretch that shoulder and upper arm. And arm out front, and reach down your back. And we're stretching the back of our arm here, our triceps. Other arm, take across the chest. And out front, and reach down the back. It looks like we're out of time, so let's end with a big breath. We'll squat down and up on the tiptoes, stretch really high, and one last squat, big breath, and stretch up. And thank you everyone for coming out today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We'll be on for a moment.